We continue with our sleep week. We are ending it off with at-home sleep testing and how it can find some disturbances and then dramatically improve the way that you sleep. One of my favorite people, because we could talk forever and ever about sleep. Andrew Holmes from Sleep Efficiency is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I love that we're going to talk about the way that it's progressed over the last 10 years, which we will get to. But I think it's important too that we first establish, what's the difference between this at-home sleep testing and the hospital-based testing that people are aware of?
Yeah, it's a good place to start. The hospital-based sleep testing is kind of the traditional approach. It's still considered the gold standard, but it is plagued with wait times. You're waiting almost a year to get in there. So, there's over 100 different types of sleep disorders that have been recognized. So if your indications are, let's say, seizure activity or something abnormal, parasomnia, REM behavior disorder, then the hospital is a more comprehensive test. Home sleep testing, obviously done in the comfort of your own bed. We do a deep dive into specifically sleep apnea and anything that kind of falls under the respiratory umbrella. There's a lot of metrics that are being captured, but that would be the distinguishing factor. Obviously, going to a hospital, sleeping in a hospital bed, comfort of your own bed, but 100 different types of sleep disorders in the hospital, whereas we have a kind of a respiratory focus.
I love that. So now you've got people a little bit intrigued about the home sleep test. Who would really benefit from something like this?
Well, we think everybody obviously should get a sleep test done. Sleep is a non-negotiable. It's a biological process that needs to happen, and a lot of people are suffering. Your classic kind of symptoms would be those that are suffering, or people have complaining about chronic snoring. That would be a big one. Excessive daytime sleepiness. People who wake up a lot throughout the course of the night. People think sometimes, I have to get up and use the bathroom 2 or 3 times because it's a bladder issue. It's not. It's a respiratory event that's causing them to wake up, and then they're going to the bathroom. So chronic snoring, morning headaches, excessive daytime sleepiness, multiple awakenings, witnessed apneas. If the significant other is actually saying, hey, you're kind of waking up gasping for airs, a racing heart or heart palpitations, those would kind of be the classic symptoms. And they can be males, females. We even have a pediatric program that's running now. So sleep apnea was once thought as a heavy person problem, and it's only males, but it's really 1 in 4 Canadians now have sleep apnea, and 80% of the population are diagnosed.
Wow, and you used a word that I use almost every day when we talk about it here. I say non-negotiable. Because like my bedtimes, my wake times, they're non-negotiable. We actually had some fun this week talking about Melissa, myself, and Rosie's sleep times, and you got to get your sleep, but it's always great to get a little bit of more information to find out what specifically you're going through. And what's really cool is we're going to go through the generations of times of these sleep tests at home.
Yeah, so we've got 3 here, and these are all clinically validated by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. All of our sleep tests are reviewed by a respirologist. The first one that we've got here, this big one, this is called the Alice Night 1 system. Sleep testing started about 10 years ago. So this was kind of the first generation that came out. It goes home, and we're still utilizing it, but it's quite clunky. The device has to go out, it has to come back again for a physical download, and it's kind of 3 pieces to plug and play. This one here is considered our express sleep test, where we're shipping these devices right across the province, right across the country. Device gets delivered to your front door. Results are automatically uploaded to secure cloud. We have results in 48 hours. The final one we have here, it's almost like large, medium, and small as we go down. This one's called the sleep image device. We call this the last sleep test you'll ever need. This one, you can actually have multiple night recordings on it, up to 3 to start, but we can keep adding them. And the metrics, even though you've got a larger device here, the smaller it gets, the more metrics we're actually capturing. On our sleep image device, we're actually looking at sleep quality, sleep stability. So there's strong respiratory focus on breathing issues, oxygen levels, heart rate across the night. But as the technology advances, so does our healthcare. And it's pretty exciting that once upon a time you'd have to go to a hospital with 1,000 wires attached to you. We've got it down to a small little package that can be shipped to your front door.
It's so amazing, and I firmly believe that everything starts with a good night's rest and doing what you can to improve that. Even if you think you have good sleep, there's still a way to improve it. And actually, coming up in the next couple of months, Andrew, we're going to work together. I'm going to take that home, review some results. We're going to go over them on the show, get a couple of pointers, and then redo it, because I think it's just fascinating. I want to give you a firsthand experience about what it's like. So really appreciate your time, as always, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Great one.